Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about more than meets the eye. How things look is not what it appears. For instance, I know a lot of you know my circumstance, but a lot of you don't know some of the factors of my departure. When you have people who's not mentally well and they refuse to get help, either the man's in denial and they just hide behind their masculinity, or the females just blame you for all the men in their past and say you're the problem, instead of digging deep and figure out what did I bring to the table to cause this to happen. Be careful, fellas, of chasing women just for looks alone. And I know how that sounds, because I like a good body and a good face just like everybody. But that's eye candy. That's fashion. That's to get you the eyelashes, the lipstick, the mascara, the bodysuit, which you probably not aware of they're wearing to change their figure. Because if you're just attracted to just the physical and you don't look past that, you're gonna have problems. Problems of, hey, they got issues with sexual abuse from 19 years old that they never really went to counsel for. Or, hey, that dude I'm dating was abused by his father and he just got anger management issue and he punched holes in the wall all the time. Or he goes from 0 to 100. Be very careful about just the attraction of somebody, because it can be a lot more than the looks. Hence where I stand now. This year has been extremely painful, and I'm not a person that put all my business out there, but I had to walk this situation and separation and divorce with really no family support, no direct family here, basically financially trying to move out with limited money with a new job change, using credit cards, which I never do. I've never done it, but I had to just for my situation. And still, to be vindictive, bills that was in my name that we both used, she didn't pay for it, just to be vindictive. And then I'm paying for bills at my old house plus where I'm staying now. I've been through hell. I literally have been through hell. And this is not a, hey, I'm going to tell all my personal business, so this will be online gossip. No, that's not who I am. That's not how I am personality-wise. But I'm telling you this for the sake of, for those of you who's on the brink of divorce or on the brink of a relationship ending, and you know deep down you have to go, but you're really afraid, but you're not going to admit that to people. It's okay. It took me years for me to say, hey, this is not working. And staying for the kids was just not enough. Staying for just because this is what I know versus what I don't know. I can tell you on this other side of now being on my own for several months now, that loving yourself is not easy again, because you feel like, where did I fail? All my strength, my martial art, my masculinity, all my know-how wasn't good enough. And that hurts. That hurts, especially with rejection, especially if that's one of your childhood traumas and triggers, which it is for me. And for the longest time, you didn't hear from me for several months because I was processing this. Not the shock of it all, because I was separated before, but the feeling of the loneliness, the severe loneliness of not having anybody to text you or anybody just to say, hey, what's going on? But when you think about it, if you were married and you didn't even get messages at all,
in 2 miles, take exit 71.
With the exception of pick up the kids, it's already over. If you spend your time in separate bedrooms, or in my situation, different bedtimes, because to avoid each other, it's already over. Maybe not over for good, because I don't know where everything's going to end up. But I knew the situation I was in wasn't good enough. It wasn't working anymore. And I had to face my fears of what I'm feeling now. And the toughest thing about this was, it's one thing when you try to go through, but it's another when the family members that you love is telling you to stay, not because for love, but because, hey, you know, it's better than being alone. It's better than, at least you live in a nice house. Stay for that. Those people who tell you that got some type of trauma of their own that they need to figure out. Why they feel like they got to beg for somebody's love for the sake of playing politics. So I say that to say this. You're worth being loved. And I'm going to have to tell myself this many times over.
Take exit 71 left to merge onto US 71.
I'm worth being loved. I'm worth being known. And yes, I may have to take some time to get through the anger and get through the, hey, I hate all women right now because they like this. That's just a stage that I'm on. But I did this video to say, hey, you can make it. I'm making it. Right now, it was a little tough. I'd rather get Kimura lock than to go through a separation, divorce. It's much harder. Only thing that's harder than this is a loss of a loved one. I dare not to mention losing a child. I hope I never experience that. These are the lows that happens in life. But guess what? You can make it. You can make it for the highs. You can definitely make it from the lows, and you will be a better human being for it. A lot of times we live in our pain right here, but you don't see the full scope of everything. How this will make you a better human being. How you'll grow from your situation. How you'll learn that the mistakes that was made is learnable. No mistake is permanent. And no matter if she or he keep keep trying to say, well, you did something, guess what? God forgives, and you forgive yourself, and you move on. Those people who always remind you of your past, they're not very happy people. That's the truth. That's really the truth. If all they have is what you did, they're not very happy people. How I know was I was one of those people, very judgmental, and say, oh, well, your lifestyle brought you in this situation. And then I got in a crisis and found out that none of my lifestyle didn't bring me to that situation. I wasn't an alcoholic or a drug addict or, running around with women. I was a good guy, working hard, going to church weekly, and still bad things happen. But you're going to make it, just like I'm going to make it. And I'm doing this video, leaving myself out there vulnerable for somebody who may need to hear it, that you're going to make it too. So that's all I have. Sorry, this is a very different video from my self-defense and my martial arts stuff. But life is really the real fight of our life, and you can make it. So have a good one.